So guys, can you see my screen? So I'll be showing you the steps that I take in catching spikes. Like the major steps that I take in catching spikes. Number one is number one step in catching spikes. So if all these are in place, I'll make a decision on if I'm going to sell or or if I'm going to take my position. Do you understand? Do you understand? So that is how. So guys, those are what I do. The steps that I take before catching spikes. So we are going to be using these steps to pick our spikes. I'm trying to so if you are just joining us, I want you to check what I wrote here. Select, I'm selecting this. Anyone to enlarge you. Color, quantity red. Quantity red. Okay, guys, I hope you can see all this now. So now I check the trend on each one. Okay, let's use crash 500 for example now and see if we are going to get it very well. I think and see if we are going to get this very well. Okay, this is crash 500 index. So I'll switch to H1. This is H1. I'll see the trend it is on H1. This is the trend it is on H1. It is on an uptrend. Do you understand? It's on an uptrend. So normally on crash, when crash is on an uptrend, you should always like look for a way, like whenever crash is on an uptrend, you should not go near the market. But whenever crash is on a downtrend, you should be looking for opportunity to sell. We are catching spikes, and it means on crash you are going to be selling, and on boom you are going to be buying. So I only catch spikes when crash is on a downtrend or when it is close to a resistance. So that is what I do on crash. And on boom, I only buy boom whenever boom is close to a support, whenever boom is on an uptrend. So I'll write it out now so you can understand. Is in downtrend. Number two, if it is close to a resistance. Do you understand? It's close to a resistance and if it's on a downtrend. So that's what I do on crash. But on boom, it is different. I buy. Can you see me, guys? I buy boom on two occasions. So please note it down. Please, I want you to note everything down. I buy boom on two occasions. The first occasion, the first occasion is when boom on an uptrend. Number two, if it is close to a support. So note that, guys. Please, you understand? So check. So guys, check them out. This is the step that I take in catching spikes. I check the trend on each one. I check for support and nearest. I check for the nearest support and resistance on M5 and M15, and I check M1 and see how far it goes. Okay, now we are going to be using Crash 500 as an example. Now, Crash 500 as an example. So what do I do on Crash 500? Whenever Crash 500, I sell it on two occasions. If it's in a downtrend, now it is in an uptrend. So come on, it is on an uptrend. It's on an uptrend. Okay, wait. It's on an uptrend. Can you see? It's on an uptrend. So it only, how do I put it? It only on an uptrend, as you can see. So it is not on a downtrend. So I won't be focusing more on this market because it not my structure, my pattern, my trading plans are not getting satisfied. So if it's on a downtrend, it's not on a downtrend, but it is close to a resistance here. It is close to a resistance here. Wait, it is close to a resistance here. It is close to a resistance here. How do I? Can you see it is close to a resistance here? This is a resistance. This is a resistance here. Can you see? That's the resistance. Can you see that's the resistance here? This is close to the resistance, so it means in two of our rules of our occasions, it's only one that is satisfied. Okay, you can still take a risk and see if you can sell it. Okay, now that's all. Then step one that I take in catching spikes, I check the trend on each one. The trend is is on an uptrend, so I feel this it has cancelled out. So I check for some direct support or resistance. It is close. Okay, let us go to M15. Let us go to M15 and see M15 and see if it is close to a resistance. See, it is close to a resistance here. Can you see? It is close to a resistance here. Can you see? There is a resistance here. So we are expecting a spike around here. But I feel it is going to break this line and come up here. That is how I feel. Do you understand? I feel it is going to come here and then start coming down. So that is the second rule. So this is not on a downtrend. This has been marked, but this the trend. I check the trend on each one. We have done this. Sorry. We have done this. We have done this. Then it remains this. So we are going to check M52 and see if it is close to a resistance. You know, we are talking about crash. I should always be selling crash when it is close to a resistance. Let's check. Okay, yeah. You see now it is close to very close to a resistance here. So I think we have a lot of this thing here. It is close to resistance here. So now see here, it came down when it was here, it came down. Okay, yeah, it came down. So now yeah, we're expecting it to fall again. But there is a resistance up here too. But there is a resistance up here too. Yeah, there is a resistance here and there is a resistance here. So with my experience, I feel it will spike a little here. Wow, it will spike a little here. Then okay, well let me erase everything. With my experience in trading, resistance too. Can you see? So with my experience in trading, I feel it is going to it is going to come here. It is going to come here and probably spike a little. Then it continues going up. And then spike a little around here too. Then it gets here. Then it gets sorry. Sorry you guys. Then it gets here and then starts going up again. Then it spike down. So that's how I plan it. Okay, now let's see. Okay, we've it is okay now. Crash is at the resistance now. Now it is at the resistance here. So what should we do? Let us go to M1 now and see and finally decide on what we are going to be doing. Okay, M1. Can you see that spike did it here, which is telling us this kind of spike here, this kind of small tiny spike for me it's a trend continuation spike. See, it a trend continuation spike. It's not see if it spikes now, if but it's kind of close to the resistance now. So as as a trader, I will go for a sell here and I expect a fall here. You understand? Because here, but it's not on a downtrend, so that's giving me one this thing. Here it has been crossed, but here is verified. Assuming these and these are this thing are converged, it will be better. I would have gone for a for a sell. But as a risk taker, but as a risk taker, I feel it's going to spike here. Okay, let me zoom it out and see for ourselves if there is going to be another resistance up there. See, this thing is simple. Can you see? See, guys, this is this resistance that I'm trying to highlight for you. You see this resistance? Oh, sorry. You see this resistance? This resistance. This resistance here. There is a lot of stuff that have happened here. There's a lot of stuff that has happened around here. See, so I expect a breakthrough and breakthrough then spike around here. So it can come in line with this or going up here and then spiking down. So we see how it goes. But right now I'll take I can risk a sell with a small lot size. You understand? So we can risk a sell with a small lot size now and see if we are going to be accurate. Okay, now let us go to boom. Quickly go to boom 500 and let's apply all those rules. Please, are you noting down the rules? On boom, what do I do on boom? Sorry guys. I'm going to be doing support on boom. So boom, as I told you earlier on boom, I always buy on boom. I buy on boom always. Buy on boom. Oh, you can't hear me, fuck. The problem is not from you. So now this is boom 1,500 rather. So we are going to go. Our first rule is I told you I always buy boom when it's on an uptrend and when it's close to support. Okay, I go to H1 first rule. Let us go with our first rule. And I told you first rule. Go and do the first rule. H1. H1. Okay, it is on a sweet uptrend. Okay, you can see it on a good uptrend. Can you see from here? On an uptrend. Can you see it on an uptrend? So it means we are going to be catching more spikes here. So any opportunity for us to buy, we're going to be buying. So this has been marked. Then we're going to mark this too. Nice. I check for the nearest support or resistance on the M15. So okay, let me go to M15 and check for the nearest support and resistance. Let me check for the nearest support and resistance on M15. Okay, as I told you, number one has been marked. Okay, let me mark it very well. Hey, no, I beg you. Can you see it at least? Number one has been marked. It's on an uptrend. Can you see? Boom, 1,000 is on an uptrend. Boom, 500 is on an uptrend. on M15 on every time frame. Okay, as I told you, I said I will check for my naira support on on M15. Okay, I will check for my naira support. See, my naira support on M15 is where? This is my naira support on M15. Yeah, can you see? This is my naira support. Or here, those are my naira support. So I expect this market to come here, then spike up, or come down here, then spike up. Because on an uptrend, so I expect it to spike up easily. And here, this is my trend line. So any touch on my trend line is going to spike it up. So I can see on boom, we are having a good setup that we can use to catch spikes easily on boom. Okay, now the rules on boom has been set. See, boom is on an uptrend. No, sorry. It's on an uptrend. It's on an uptrend, and it is close to a support. See, there is, as I told you, there is a support here. There is support here, support here, and a support here. No, we've this, done this. Okay, let us check M5 again. Sorry. So you see what is happening on M5. Okay, see, the nearest support on M5 is here. Is where? Is here. This thing is not something hard. Nearest support on M5 is here. Can you see? Or here. So two those are the two spots I'm looking at. So I'll be marking out here. So I'll be marking out here, here, and here, and then finally here. The reason why I marked there is because of this place, this place, this place. So I expect something to happen. Hey, sorry. So I expect something to happen at least around here. Ah, okay. Thank you. So as I'm saying, so this see there is one year, like something has happened around here and has happened around here, and I expect something to happen to around here. Okay, assuming it breaks that side, okay, I'll come here and say, okay, yeah, there is something has happened here. It has happened here. Sorry, it has happened here. So I expect something has happened here again. So I don't want it to happen around here again. But if it breaks there, then it means it is coming for here. But then if it breaks there again, then we expect something around here. It's just something around. Sorry, my hand is not straight. Yeah. So those are the spots that I mark for booms 500 to spike. Do you understand? See, it is just logic. It's something about thinking. You don't have to stress yourself. Just look for the pivot point and then pick your signals there. See now, it is around here. So as I will just wait for a little time, then switch to M1. You know, we've 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 this has been estimated this. We are going to be looking at this now. So let's go to M1 and see our entry. If you can actually see now, M1. M1 it has been spiking on M1. So now this see where I marked though. You can use it a nice pivot point. Something has happened here. Something has happened here. And something has happened here. So guy, what are you waiting for? I expect it to come here and then spike up. I expect it like that. But if it breaks down, then I expect the next spike should be around this zone. This zone. This zone. I expect it to be around here. This zone. But if it then finally breaks there, then it will be around here. So those are the three spots So you enter here with a small lot size. If it doesn't spike, you close in loss. Then you enter with a bigger lot size. Then you increase your lot size like that, like that. So guys, let us quickly check the crash and see how far it has gone. We predicted. Can you see what I said? I said because crash is not on a remember what I said though, guys. I said because crash is not is not in a downtrend, so we won't be expecting spikes like bigger spikes. We are just going to be expecting spike that won't be too big. So now see, earlier I said I like using red for crash. See, it's not on a downtrend. Simple. See, on a downtrend, no. Post resistance, yes. But see, it was because of this point too. See this point, and see here. That was why it spiked more. That was the reason why it spiked. See, it's not more than that. That was the reason why it spiked. No secret here. See, it was because of here. It was because of here. Simply here. That was why it spiked. See, it's not something magical. It's just your experience and what you've been seeing. Can you see? I told you the earlier that it is going to spike here, but it will now continue going up. Then at least this zone, this zone, this zone, no, this zone, something big is going to happen around here. If it doesn't spike, it will come here. If it doesn't spike around this zone, then it's going long. Then it will then be spiking around here. Do you understand? So now, earlier I told you on crash, the I told you on crash that you should always sell if it's on a downtrend. Alright, then when we checked, crash was on an uptrend, but it is close to a resistance, or let me say it is already at a resistance on H1. But then the steps that I said I used to take, I checked the trend on H1. The trend is on an uptrend. See what you drew on an uptrend. Check for support and resistance, direct support and resistance on M15. Okay, this is my direct support and resistance on M15. Can you see? This is my nearest resistance here. It's still far on M15. It's still a bit far. Let me zoom it so you can see. Can you see? It's still a bit far. A bit far. See, it's still a bit far. 15 minutes. It will take around 15 minutes more before it gets here. Hey, sorry. So then I said I check M1 and see if there is a favorable entry for me. Then let me run to M5 first. Let us see M5 and see what M5 is doing. Okay, on M5 it's on an uptrend as I told you, as we've checked on H1. Can you see resistance on M5? Yeah, the resistance on M5 is, can you see here? Where we've marked. We're expecting around here, or it should spike around down here. Those two. Then okay, let us run to M1 like that quickly and see what is happening on M1. As I told you earlier, crash 500 is nice one. Can you see it has broken some resistance there, but it obeyed the resistance because it actually fell a little. Because it actually fell a little. It's but it's not what, because it actually fell a little. So the resistance is up here. The resistance is up here. See here. This is where we expect a fall. That is where me, Larry, I expect a fall, or I expect it around here again. I expect it now. So I can enter now and just wait for one, so for 4 or 5 candles. With a good lot size, I'll be able to hold. So let us go and check our boom and see if it has boomed up. Boom 500. Okay, you see, it looks like 500 is going to be breaking the resistance, the first resistance that I told you. And you see, it looks like it will be breaking here. It looks like uh, see, it looks like it will be breaking here. Can you see? Then if it breaks here, it should spike around here. So let's just wait and see. In next 10 minutes, going to you are going to know our fate. So after that, I'm going to close the meeting and then okay, let's see crash 500 again and see what up with it. So guys, I hope you know the rules that I use now. Does it spike the what? Does not spike. I think it spiked again. No, does not. It is still rumbling around the resistance. So let us quickly go and see our crash 1000 and see what is happening on 1000. Okay, crash 1000 just spiked. Okay, some people ask me that how do I know that it's going to spike more? Like, how do I know if 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 spike is going to happen more? See, spike happening more is it depends on the trend. Trend is the major thing that will decide if this thing is going to spike or not. If crash is on a downtrend, it will forever be spiking down. If it's on the uptrend, you don't expect more spikes. You just expect little pullbacks, then you continue buying. And same on boom. If boom is on a downtrend, you don't expect spike. See, it's on a downtrend, big one, each one. And you see, it's actually on an uptrend, but you see these candlesticks around here. The candlesticks, wait, oh, the candlesticks here, those dojis are telling us that the sellers are and the doji was followed by a big red candle. It's actually red. It's my dealer that is telling me that it is blue. So this big red candle, then followed by another one. So it tells us that the buying prayer in this market is getting low. But right now, around this zone, around that zone, I expect something meaningful. At least a spike here. Do you understand? But well, so guys, take note of everything. First of all, check the trend on H1. Go to H1 and see if crash is on a downtrend. If crash is on a downtrend, if okay, let us talk on crash now. If crash is on a downtrend, you first do okay, crash is on a downtrend, then you be looking for more spikes. Then, but if boom is on an uptrend, you be looking for more spikes. So you check the trend one, check for support and resistance. Now support and for crash, you should always sell at resistance and boom buy at support. Then last but not least, jump to M1 and just see for yourself that okay, is this thing going to spike? Just look at it. Just pick one spot and okay, oh, it will be spiking at the bottom of see okay, let us quickly go to crash 500. Okay, you see it actually it's almost close to the resistance now where we predicted that it might spike. Let us see boom 500. Okay, boom, it has broken the first resistance support. Okay, we expect a rejection around here. Why? Because when we went to M5, we could see very well that the resistance here, I mean the support is actually here. This is the first support, it has broken it. The second support should be here, then the third here. So those are the major points that we see, that we feel the market will turn. Okay, let us go to crash again. I think crash, there is more stuff that we have on crash. Okay, crash is almost close, like very close. Crash is even at the resistance zone. Can you see? It is there. So we expect a fall. Expect a fall like this P around here. But where it crashes on an uptrend, so we don't expect something big like on H1, it is going up. So but it's closer to resistance. So that is kind of giving us more advantage that okay, which has to close more resistance, so it should come down. But now see, it is a verified resistance. So we expect it to fall. It has tested it about while I feel it might break through is because It has tested it couples of times. This is not the first time it is testing it today. See today, it tested it here. Then now it is testing it again. Do you understand? So there is more this thing, more probability that it might not spike in this hour. Like I do check times too. I do use time. 10:45. This is already 10:45. So I expect the spike should be around 10:50 to at most 10:30 to 11:13. So those are the time me I expect my spike to come. Now, of course, see this full candle. It has tested this resistance. It has tested this resistance, and now it is already there again. So what as a trader you expect when the resistance is getting tested too much of time, it is going to break. And when it's supposed to get tested too much of time, it's going to break. But at the first time that it came here, it should have been a sweet sell for us. Now it is here again, then we will risk a sell and see it's going to come down again. Okay, let's just quickly run to our boom again and see. Boom is still selling down. So I expect boom to spike here or here. You just don't take spike anyhow without knowing why you are selling or why you are buying. You should buy when boom is on an uptrend and when it is closer to a support, and crash you should sell crash when it's on a downtrend, and you should sell it when it's closer to a resistance. So those stuff I think they are enough for us to know and to predict when spike might happen. You don't see indicators are additional stuff here. There is no indicator. The indicator I'm only using is the support and resistance, the automatic support and resistance. See, I might just come to my chart and say, okay, oh, this H1 crash 1000 is selling out on H1, but it's on an uptrend, but it is selling currently, but on an uptrend. Okay, I'll then move to M15 and then see, okay, it is closer to one of my supports. It is close to a support. Yeah. Okay, nice one. It's on an uptrend, close to a support. Let me go to M5 quickly. Okay. This is M5. M52 is close to a support here. As you can see, M52 is close to a support. Can you see M52 is close to a support? Mm, M52 is close to a support. So I expect at least a spike around here. P. So M52 is close to a support. Okay, let me quickly run to M1 and see if I can enter or just wait. Okay, M1. What is M1 telling me? M1 told me that it just spiked now, so I don't expect a spike around this time now. At least next 5 minutes I will enter, or I should enter now with a smaller size, then increase my lot size as we proceed on. Can you see crash? It had the zone, but it has not spiked because it's on an uptrend. It's on a downtrend and it has gotten to resistance. It will spike immediately, but because it's on an uptrend, it will be taking a lot of time. So let's see, boom, boom. Can you see boom to is around the corner, around the zone? We can take a buy now and see how it goes. So thank you guys for the class, and I hope you all enjoy everything. So thank you so much.